We're on day 6 here.
Is it? Sunday?
Yeah.
Well, I'm on overtime.
You are on overtime.
Oh, man. She's alive! She's alive!
The first day with the really good rain. This will test out how we did. Tomorrow morning we'll see how the new grounds work. This is, what day are we on? Day 6? This is day 6 of the project and it's pouring this morning.
Did you tell them I just won a little grab from the back of the
Come here, come here. They miss you, come here.
No, they don't.
They do.
No, they don't.
They do miss you.
FTC wants to penalize me.
Oh no, FTC wants to penalize you. We'll talk. We probably already talked about that. What?
The shape.
I know, it's not the most flattering. The people miss you. And that baby too. She just wanted a little gravel.
Don't ask for anything.
She's just wanted a couple buckets of gravel.
Just out in the back, just
I can't do
to
it.
get us through the fall and winter.
I can't do a lame repair. I needed to redo it all.
You needed to, and here we are 6 days in.
So 6 days in, it's pouring rain today. In case you missed earlier videos in this project, we have put in drains. We have done livestock traction pads. We have put in an automatic livestock waterer. Today we're going to be hooking up water lines and doing some more digging and hopefully finishing, but the weather bodes poorly. I'm gonna get everything done, baby.
Did you finish today?
I don't know. Probably not today. Slow start. Tomorrow. It is a crummy, nasty, rainy day. I got mom going in the tractor so she can stay nice and dry. I got my son and his grandfather working in here. You see what your grandson brought in?
The music.
You got your radio.
Nice.
Some BB King radio,
Nice.
Pandora. You guys can work like gentlemen.
Now, the only thing I don't know is this going to be clean enough to cut PVC. All right, so it's miserable rainy outside today. So we decided to tie in our 3 water lines that come from out in the paddock area. So up here in the corner, you can't see it on camera right now, we have our 3 well pipes coming through. And I'm gonna make up a little PVC manifold with 3 ball valves to shut it off. So it's a little time consuming. Luckily, we have this nice well house right here with lights, floor drains, electricity, a heater. So,
You might not want to leave.
yeah. So this might take all day, or at least till the rain stops. Okay. I cut all these little pieces here with my 90s and I sort of dry fit them to make sure everything sort of lines up. And I put little pencil marks on them just to remind me where they clock into place. So now I'm just going to pop them apart and glue them up and this thing will have water, it'll be activated. So I'm going to start up top here, pop that off, and I'm going to glue this one in. Now, I got these ball valves off.
Are we ready to test this puppy out?
Well, I guess the only one you can test is what?
The drinker or the hydrant?
Oh, the drinker or the hydrant.
I think
Well, I
we
have to
need to
open
test.
this up, right?
Yeah, and then
There it
these-
goes, see it? So now water is going to your,
Water's going.
oh, wait a second.
What?
Oh, yeah, it's only going to the ball valve.
Yeah, the ball valves are all closed. You're gonna open these when Actually, the hydrant,
Is
you
easy.
open these now and we'll walk out and see if it's working.
All right, I'll open the hydrant, which is this one. So you can just reach up,
Yep.
and the kids can't reach it.
Yeah.
So,
Turn it on.
slowly. Now that's the drinker. Wow. She's alive! She's alive!
Let's
She's
go see
alive!
if it works. This is the moment of truth here. All right, this is 6 days. 6 days worth of work.
6?
Right, we're on day 6 here.
Is it? Sunday?
Yeah.
Today's Friday?
Yep, 6 days worth of work.
Well, I'm on overtime.
Time, you are on
Oh,
overtime.
man.
You get paid double pizza.
I think I'm wanting some steak tonight.
Oh, I was gonna grill venison. Do some venison steaks. You wanna
Great.
you wanna be the
Now what do I do? Just push,
push
this
down like a big pig.
Whoa.
Look at
It's
that.
alive.
That's all it does. That's it. Now you come off of that.
Now will this drain out or will this freeze in here
I
overnight?
think that drains. Let go of it and see. Is it draining?
I think so. Because otherwise if that freezes solid, they can't push that down. Yeah, but it looks like it's gone down.
Okay.
All right, let's go try the other.
Sometimes being a YouTube vlogger, you put little things in your videos really for yourself. Well, this is one of those times. I'm going to put a reminder to myself in the future. We ran a third line while we were trenching for a future waterer, which I would want to put right here. We don't have the waterer yet, but in the future, in between these two posts where there's a gate, I would put a smaller gate and a waterer. So here's where we put our lines. And basically, I'm just going to remind myself in the future. It's about, pace it off, it's about halfway in between these two posts and a little bit into
We can measure, we got tape right here.
this paddock. Tell them what the board's for.
Well, the board, once we find this board in the spring, we can dig easily down on this side of it with the machine and not hit the pipe behind it accidentally. So we've got this nice piece of plywood in here, it goes all the way down to the bottom of where the pipe's laying. So in the spring when he wants to put this other drinker in, bring the machine back, hog out all the soil on this side, you pull the board away and your pipe will be right there.
Let's triangulate that. Grab that, yeah. How is it? There we go. So from this post, can you get out of there, pup?
Center the board.
Okay, so from this post, we are 5 feet to there.
All right.
Okay.
I'll go to this post.
And to that post over there, we are
That's the other side.
6'2".
Yeah. Well, all right. 6'2". Okay. 6'2".
I don't even have to write that down. I just have to go back and watch my video
Got it on film.
whenever. I got it on video. One of the benefits to having the video diary of the homestead. We're 1 week into this project. We didn't think it was going to take a week, but we had a couple big problems, and just, you know, once you get your project started, things start to take longer, and that's the way it is. So we're a week in. Today's our last day. Tomorrow's going to rain all day. So we're trying to just say, okay, what can we get finished, and what can we get mostly finished that maybe I could finish later with the tractor. So today we're going to dig another curtain drain, this one on the side of the barn where right now the dogs are. It used to be where the goats were. This area gets a ton of water off the hillside on the side here. Water comes running down this hill and it gets trapped right here next to our barn. And it gets really wet and mucky. So So today Dad's gonna excavate that, pull all that dirt out of there. We're gonna put perforated pipe and gravel just like we did in the early video in this series. And we're gonna connect to our other curtain drain. Then we're gonna go around the far side of the barn and dig that all the way out to our big drainage field. At that point, our waterers are all working. All our curtain drains are up and working with a good flow out. We have some livestock pads, and if we're not able to finish the other livestock pad in the other paddock, we don't necessarily need that this winter. We don't have enough animals to use it. That's there for the springtime when we get pigs. And we could always have Dad back in the spring, and Mom and Dad can come down and do another project. So we'll get working on this curtain drain. You can hear it in my voice.
Now, what do I got to worry about in the ground here?
Yeah, I don't want to go too deep. There could be a lot going into the barn. We actually should go take a peek inside the barn.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
You can hear it in my voice. I'm coming down with something. Last night I had a fever and chills. I have some kind of cold. But a project like this, you just got to get out and keep going. You can't slow down. Tomorrow's going to be rain and Mom and Dad are going home, so we just got to get it done. This project, not a moment too soon. It is getting to the point where every morning our waters are freezing. We gotta come out here and bust open that. I'm so glad we got this freeze-proof water installed now. No more of this mess, having stuff frozen in. I'm done with that. This piece of pipe coming up is to catch future gutters. If this problem isn't solved with this drains, if we decide we want to catch the water up top with some gutters, we already have the gutter pipe laid here. We have the pipe coming up for the gutters to go right into. So in the future, we may wind up putting gutters here. We're all ready for it.
And you will be doing it. It'll dry this right out.
Yeah, that'll be huge.
We brought a 90 up to catch the downspout when it comes down, and we also put this Y in here, so if he ever gets any debris in any of the corners, any of the elbows, we can run a snake easily right in there and snake it all the way out. So that's what that's for.
Is the new hydrant ready yet?
It sure is.
Alrighty.
First morning chores with the new hydrant. Let's see how easy your life is now.
Yeah.
You gotta still backfill it, but. What do you think? Your life easier now?
Yeah, much easier. I don't have to hold buckets the whole way from the outside the barn all the way.
And we'll backfill that so tomorrow you won't even have to worry about that. You can just leave it right there.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Good.
You like it?
Uh-huh.
Live now.
The chickens.
this side is pretty much done. A couple little edging up, you know, to neaten it up, but right now we're racing some rain, so we're gonna leave it the way it looks now, and I come with the tractor, dump a few more loads and edge it up nice. But as you can see, water coming racing down off the hill is now gonna come down, hit this big gravel curtain drain, get down into the pipe that we put into the drain, the perforated pipe, run to the back and down the back. Because it's a lower elevation, it'll pull the water down. We also have our gutter pipe sticking up now, so if we put gutters on here, we can go right into the pipe and that goes out. The last thing we have to do today is go back to where we started with the curtain drain on the other side of the barn. This water right now is running through these pipes and dead ending into a hole. We have to finish digging that hole out, the final last stretch of curtain drain, and then depending on how much light we have, we're going to try to do another livestock heavy traction mat pad. But tomorrow might be a rain out and then Mom and Dad are headed home. So we're gonna get as much done as we can. And if we wind up with a little bit of excess material here for another project in the springtime, that's okay, because that's when we're gonna be bringing pigs on the farm. Kind of racing the clock here, losing light on our last day. We've dug out over by our livestock automatic waterer. We dug out over there. We can put a gravel pad over there so that any animals that are over drinking will be on a gravel pad. Back here we're tying in the gutter, the curtain drain. I'm digging across here and out through there into our big field that we built here. Mom's in the tractor just taking all this excess dirt away. So it's a bit of a blitz right now. We're trying to get everything done on the last day. It's raining, it's freezing, and the crew is still working. Mom and Dad are still out there operating, trying to finish tonight. We're almost done with the drain. Mom's in a nice toasty cab. Me and Dad are out a little bit. Dad's under the cab cover of the excavator. I'm gonna work the trench in the rain. Hope I don't get sicker. Almost there. As the 7th day came to a close, it was pouring down rain. They continued to work late into the evening, getting poured on just so we could finish. I didn't get a chance to say on camera thank you to them. So this is me saying afterward, thank you Mom and Dad for helping us get this huge project done. If any of you are out there looking for some help with water issues on your property or infrastructure for your property or whatever it is, check out AJM Earth on Instagram. That's my parents' social media for their business. Go give them a follow, say hi, that you heard about them on Homesteady. My parents have spent a lot of time helping out on our first farm back in Connecticut, and I'm really glad to see that moving to Pennsylvania, we're still going to be able to make good memories working together on the farm. This was a huge project. My parents were such a big help, and I just wanted to say thank you to them for helping us out, making the improvements on the homestead. So did things improve? The first day with the really good rain. This will test out how we did. Tomorrow morning we'll see how the new grounds work, how well it all works. The rain didn't let up. All night long it poured into the next day. I went outside with the camera and I was amazed at what a different sight I saw. The rain was coming pouring down the hillside just like it always had. But as soon as it hit the gravel, the drains that we had put in, and the heavy traction pads, it was dry. Any area we hadn't fixed was just as muddy as it always had been. But I could walk around the paddocks in my Crocs and not even get my socks muddy. This has made mud season disappear. It's a pleasure to be out working in our barn. Our automatic waterers and our frost-free hydrants have eliminated chores and sped up the morning routine so much that we are excitedly planning on bringing in new animals. We have more time, more energy, more space to put animals, and we're gonna fill them. So stay tuned because there's gonna be some new animals coming to our homestead and you're gonna see them very soon.
How long of a road trip?
Like half hour, it's a short trip. But what are we getting, dudes? This is what happens when you spend time improving your infrastructure. It makes everything easier, everything better, and it allows you to get more animals. So I really encourage you going into 2020, think about what big projects you can do on your own homestead, how you can improve your homestead and have a better year than you've ever had before. That's what we plan on doing. If you want to get started homesteading, I have a course starting this coming Monday. It's for Homesteady Pioneers. Homesteady Pioneers can join me live. They'll be there for the lesson. You can ask me questions. Click here to become a Homesteady Pioneer. I'd like to help you start your homesteading adventure.